Hello again everybody and welcome back to Boozetooz. Today we're going to be unboxing the Vanoss Hoodini Youtooz figure. So without further ado, let's open this thing up. Alrighty, I say this all the time, but I am so excited for this video. I have been waiting for this figure since forever. I mean, this was what I imagined the first Vanoss figure being, and I'm kind of surprised that it took 3 figures to get this concept. So yes, this is Vanoss's 3rd Youtooz figure, and I don't know how many more he's gonna make, but I'm gonna buy them all. Also, I almost forgot to mention that this is another community designed by the same person as last video, RaccKun. So there were 3 figures in this drop. Also, I think each of them got a plushie as well, but we're gonna focus on the figures right now. So there's Vanoss, there was Wildcat, and Terrorizer. And RaccKun designed 2 of those 3, being Vanoss and Wildcat. Obviously I have all 3 coming in the mail, but this is the first one to arrive, so we're gonna go over this one first. So without further ado, let's take off the protective sleeve here, and let's check out the box. Wow, this one's really stuck on there. There we go. Alright, this one came out all nice and clean as well. Very nice. So I gotta say, I really like the colors they chose for the gradient. Obviously, I am a big fan of red, but I think the gradient looks really, really good. So it looks like we have black on the top there, then it fades to a red on the bottom there. We have Vanoss Hoodini on the top there, we have the concept right there, and of course the Youtooz logo on the bottom there. And let's flip it over to the side here, and it looks like we do have a continuous sleeve. Very cool. So it looks like we have some red curtains, and then we have some stage lights that are all pointing at the Vanoss logo in the back there. So here's a little 360 of the sleeve here, and without further ado, let's take this thing off and let's check out the box. And it looks like Vanoss Hoodini is number 357 of the collection. We have the concept right there, we have Vanoss Hoodini right there, and it looks like for the background we have black on the top. Actually, never mind, I thought it was black on the top and the side, but it looks like we also have that gradient on the front of the box here. On the side of the box here, it looks like we have another picture of the concept right there. We got some magic sparkles in the air right above his magic wand there. We got some windows in the back there, a big red wall. Looks like he might be in a nightclub. We got a little table right there with a candle on it, and the back here, yep, we're definitely in a nightclub or like a comedy club. So it looks like we have the full picture that was on the sleeve there with all the stage lights, that red curtain, and that big Vanoss logo in the back there. Looks like we have a microphone on the stage right in front of that Vanoss logo, and we have a couple tables on the bottom there with some candles on it and a wood floor. So far, I'm a pretty big fan of the design for the sleeve and the box here. Then of course we have the description of the figure, and it says, what do you call a magic owl? Houdini. I was just thinking about that clip in my mind. I mean, that's gotta be what? Like one of the most famous Vanoss quotes? You know what? I'll play it right now.
Alright. What do you call a magic owl? Houdini. Yeah.
I get it. Oh man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Owls
Thank you.
go.
Alrighty, that was a good clip. Let's move on to the side of the box here. So it looks like we still have the curtains on the side there, and we have a little message on the bottom, and it says, I get it, I get. On the top of the box here, of course, we have the picture of the concept right there with that red background, and let's open this thing up, and let's check out the message on the inside of the tab, and it says, "'Cause owls go who?" But then it looks like we also have some more of those magical sparkles sprinkled around the tab there. I have a feeling I know what the inside box design is going to be. And it looks like it is that red background with some magic sparkles and a magic hat and a magic wand just repeated. Very cool. I actually think it would have been cooler if they made the inside box design the nightclub, but I'm not complaining. Alright, so the box and the sleeve in the back there, and let's check out the figure. And there he is. Very cool. Yeah, this is definitely my new favorite Vanoss figure. This one goes straight to the top of the list. I might be wrong here, but I feel like Vanoss's head on this figure is smaller than his head on the other figures. Could be wrong, but I don't know. Might have to compare the other figures at the end of the video. But let's go over the figure here. So on the top of the figure here, it looks like we have his magical hat, and we just have a red fabric that goes all the way around the hat on the top there. Then of course we have the classic Vanoss owl head, and it looks pretty identical to all the other ones, but I think it might be a tad bit smaller. It looks like in his left hand there, he is holding a magical wand, which I'm pretty sure all of us had at one point in our childhood. Then of course he is wearing a black tuxedo, so he's got a black jacket on, some black pants, and some black shoes. Youtooz. Looks like he's wearing a red bow tie and it has a Vanoss logo right in the middle of it, which is definitely a very cool addition. I'm trying to get this to focus, but it won't. There we go. I think that's as focused as I'm gonna get it. But it looks like we have some black buttons on the white shirt there. We have a big red fabric thing, which I guess magicians wear. And of course on the back here we have a big red cape, and that looks incredible. Youtooz actually does a very good job making capes. So overall, it's definitely a very cool figure. Like I said before, this is my new favorite Vanoss figure, just because the magic owl quote always sticks out in my mind. Alrighty, so here's the first Vanoss figure released and the second Vanoss figure released. So I don't know, it does look very close, but I do feel like the new Vanoss figure definitely does have a slightly smaller head, just very slightly. But here's a very cool comparison of all three released Vanoss figures. These guys look pretty awesome together. If I had to rank all three of these, I think the first one would actually come in last. I think this one's my favorite now, that one's my second favorite, and this one is my third favorite, or my least favorite, I guess. But let's toss these away, and I'll give you guys one more 360 of this figure before I end the video here. Oh, wait a minute, actually, we gotta check on the resale value for this guy. So this is actually kind of interesting. So I've never run into this in the past, but it looks like there's no listings of this figure, and there's also no history of any listings. So I have no idea what this figure is worth, but obviously it is very rare now. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap an $80 price tag on it. I think it's probably worth that amount. But that is all I have for you guys for this video. If you guys liked it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more Youtooz unboxings. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.